To my channel, I'm Lori, and welcome to the Chatty Bookworm. I read 20 books this month, and 1, 2, 6, 14? I think it was 14. Were physical. Boy, I know they're out of, like, what you call it, you only can see, like, what some of them are, you know, by the way, but there, that gives you an idea. The couple that you can read, and then the other ones, but look at all the tabs. And then some of them were, oh boy, some of them were, I read on my Kindle. Oh boy. Let's see, I'm going to tell you what it says about everything first. All right, so let me tell you all that it says. So, my goal for the year is to read 130 books. Last year I read 120, so I went up by 10. Right now I read 20 books. It says I'm 15% into my goal. I want to read 48,000 pages. It says I'm 12% in right now at 5,806 pages. It says right now I'm ahead by 1,598 pages, and I'm ahead in books by 9 books. Let's see. What else do I want to tell you? Let's see. 70% was over 300. 30% were under 300. Yeah, under. Wait, no. I'm wrong. It's the opposite. 70% was under 300, and 30% was over. Okay. My highest was romance, then LGBTQ+, then manga, then fantasy, then contemporary, erotica. All the other ones didn't hardly get anything. My most read author, I reread a lot from Alan Lee James, like always. And then Max Walker, which is a new to me author that I started. Yeah. And my average rating right now is 4.28. Believe me, the beginning of the month, it was not that high. It was like in the 3s, so I had a better, like, second half. Yeah, definitely my second half was a lot better than my first half. So, I'm just going to look on here because I don't remember, like, how many was what for ratings. Like, you know what I mean? I know I had a lot. I had, like, 2 or 3 6 stars. I know that much. I'll just tell you what they were as I talk to you about them. Okay, so the first one, I'll tell you in a second. Okay. I don't think any of these were on my TBR for January. If you guys didn't know, my mom passed away in January, so the first half of the month was very hard for me to read anything. And I was just really sad and stuff, so I just wanted to read stuff that, you know, just to like binge read, you know what I mean? Like just take books and just read whatever I wanted. I didn't want to have to deal with my TBR, so I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to try my hardest to, this month, read books that are on my TBR, so we'll see. But anyways, the first one was Rosenblood. I'm not sure what the author's name is. This one was what did I give this one? See, I like to go here because it actually tells you, because I always like do the thing. This one I gave a 3.5. Some of these, like I said, were the beginning of the month, so I don't remember what happened. But I know this one was like her carriage, something happened to her carriage, it was ran over, or off the road or something like that, and the driver dies, and she gets like, these guys bring her into their home as a maid, and they might be vampires. It was okay, it just wasn't like, you know, the best thing in the world. I think I would give it, I think I might like continue on, but not right away, so yeah. I don't even know. Like, I'm thinking about just getting rid of this, to be perfectly honest. um, the next one was Blood on the Track. I gave this one a 4.5. Yes, 4.5. This was very strange. Like, she's very obsessed with her son, and wow. That ending, that's all I'm going to say. That ending was cray-cray. At first, I thought it was going to be like maybe a 3.75 to a 4, but how it ended was so, like, woo. If you haven't read this, read it. If you like that kind of, like, creepy vibe of a mother being obsessed with her son. But, yeah. But that ended, gave it, like, that 4.4 to 4.5, so, yeah. Let's see. Mission, however you say this, I gave a 4-star. I'm trying to remember what this one was about. This one, I believe, is the one where they're friends and the brother is really obsessed with the sister and wants to kill him. Yeah, and wants to kill the guy, and the only way he can think about not being killed is if he goes into the family, so he marries her. It was good. Like I said, I gave it 4-star. This one was one of my favorite books of the month of January. This one was Far From Neverland by Riley Hall. Peter Pan and Captain Hook romance. Mel. Hook wants to find Peter. He really doesn't want to, but he has no choice, really, because something is going on in Neverland, and he needs Peter to come back. The only problem is Peter doesn't remember Neverland. So he has to, like, get Peter to remember it, and also they start to fall in love and everything. It was so good. It was so dark. Oh, the love scenes in this book, top notch. Top notch. 6 freaking stars. Then I read Something's Wrong with Us, Volume 1. Yeah, I gave this one a 3-star. This is another one I don't think I'll continue on in. I don't know. I think I might have one more in this series, so I might read it and then decide, but I don't think I'm going to keep this one either. I think I'm going to probably be getting rid of this one and Roseblood and whatever. I don't think I'll start it. If I do, I'll just get them from the library and not buy anymore. Pay where I have to pay. So I'm going to put these down here because they're going to go in my bye-bye pile. But yeah, I don't even remember what it was about, and that's how, I think, like, he framed her mother or something for murder, and then she still falls for him. It's very strange. There's another one that I'm on the fence about. The Remarried Empress, Season 1. I don't know, you guys. Like, I love the pictures, color, whatever, illustrations and stuff. But I just didn't really care for the story all that much. I did give it a 3.75. So I might continue on. I don't know when the next one comes out. I think it might be in April, March or April. So I'll probably give it another shot. But I don't know if I'm going to keep this. This is probably going to go in the bye-bye pile as well. So I'm going to put that down there. But she's married, and the guy doesn't want to be married to her anymore because he finds someone that he wants to be with. And she's like, okay, I will divorce you, but I want to be with the guy that I choose. The ending is what, like, made me want to maybe continue reading. But I don't think I'm going to keep the actual book, though. This one was probably my least favorite of the mangas. And that was I'll Never Be Your Crown Princess. I really wanted to love this, but yeah, I only gave it 2 stars. Really, I feel like I should have gave it 1.5. I don't even remember too much about this besides... I know. I know what this one was. She's supposed to marry this guy, and he can marry... What is that called? I forget what it's called, where he can marry more than one person. Can be married with more than one person. But anyways, and she doesn't want that. And so her big idea is, okay, I'm gonna go to the masquerade ball, and I'm going to lose my virginity to someone, and then he won't want to marry me. And of course, plot twist, you know, yeah, the plot twist, you should be able to figure out what it is. And I don't know, to me, maybe other people didn't feel it that way to me, but, I mean, to them, but I felt like it was kind of like DubCon a little bit in here. I don't know, I just didn't like the feel of it. So a lot of these mangas, I'm not even gonna, like, keep, which is sad, because mangas are pretty expensive. But none of those were, like, besides, one or two, I mean, these two are the only two that I feel like I would really want to, like, continue on. The family one and the Blood on the Tracks. This one was my favorite out of the mangas. This one, like I said, I'm not sure yet, but I'm thinking about it, because it does, I didn't even know that was in there. But yeah, I definitely will, like, at least read one more of each. I think I have the next one in this one, and the next one in this one, so I'll probably be, if I need, like, something short and sweet this month, then I will, you know, probably continue on since I had the other two. And then the next the next two are rereads. So, just like all these 6 stars. I read them out of order. I read Captivating and then Intoxicating. This is in the Elite Protection Services. Yeah. This one is book 2, like I said. This is Elijah and Shepherd. Yeah. Definitely, if you're going to read the Unhinged series, this one, which is the second one, is definitely, you should read this one, because, yeah. Just say that there's ties in. I'm not going to tell you how it ties into Elite Protection, but it does. So yeah. Like the author was saying, like, if you just start it, that you should read the first 5 in the Necessary Evil series, then read books 1 and 2 in this, and then go back and read books 6 and 7, because by the time that you get caught up with all these, of course 6 is already out, but 7 will be out this month. So then you would go back and after these 2 and read the last 2 in the in the Unhinged series, and then you will go back and finish the last 2 in this. So yeah, really good. Like I said, 6 stars. This one is just like, instead of like, well, you know, they go around and protect people, like the famous, like the guys that are young. I mean that, yeah, they just protect them for some reason. Like, yeah, this one he's hired to watch. Link is hired to watch Noah for some reason. I'm not gonna tell you why. And in this one, Janie has to protect Elijah. Yeah, so they're really good, like really steamy, and you could tell like how much these are annotated, how much I love them. Let's see, my favorite. This is hands down out of the 6 stars. This one, it was my favorite. Someday by Emma Scott. Like, I don't want to tell you guys anything about this, because you guys need to read it and go in blindly. Don't read what it says here or anything. Just read it, because it was so freaking good. So I'm not going to tell you guys what it was about. But it made me cry, smile, laugh, be upset, pissed off, all the kind of emotions that you want in a book. And the romance and everything was hot as hell. So yeah, these 2 had like freaking chemistry, Max and Silas. Oh my gosh, their chemistry was off the charts. I loved Max, don't get me wrong, but Silas, oh my gosh. Be steep my heart, however you want to say it. And then I didn't read 3 in the Elite Protection Services, but I did read volume 4, or book 4, which is Jackson and Dayton's book. So good. So good. These 3 that I just talked about in this one, which is the 4th one, were all 6 stars. The third one was the only one that I gave 5 stars to in this series. Then I read this one called The Cult by Penelope Sky. I don't know why I put 3 stars on here, because really it was like a 1.5 star. It was not good, really. So I'm gonna probably wind up changing that to a 1.5, maybe a 2. I'll probably give it a 2.5. Yeah, I think I'll give it a 2.5. But she gets, like, there's this guy and his daughter and the mama, and his, you know, the mother of his baby mama, I guess people say. I don't know. But anyways, they go missing, and he goes to this club or whatever it is that this girl is in, and was like asking around, and then asked her if they saw him, and of course none of them did. And then like weird things start, like weird people show up and stuff to her, and it was just really weird. It's that one there, The Cult. Like, and then she gets kidnapped by these there's these, it's like a cult, like it says, it is a cult, and it's about, like, they think that they're demons, or they're, you know, and that the girls that they kidnap are their angels. So each girl that is kidnapped is for each demon. Like each has their own demon that they're supposed to be like an angel for. It's really weird. And then we had Technicals and Trilons, how do you say it? By Ashley Bennett. This was Monster Smut. He's a, what do they call it? A kraken? And then he's, his mate is a human. And yeah, it's this one. You're probably not going to be able to see it. There we go, that one. So that one was a 4-star. It was really good. I definitely want to read more. And then I read the 3 that are in the Time Served. All 3 of these were 6 stars. We got Endangered Species, which is Nicholas Webster and Cyrus. This story, you meet Nicholas in the Elite Protection Services, and this is a spin-off to that. And he gets in prison for he gets framed, and they want him for some reason, and his not really stepbrother, but, you know, their parents were married for like a year. But anyways, yeah. He's in prison for some reason, and they think, oh, because of something that happens, that he would kill Nicholas, but really he wants to protect him. Very hot. And then we got, it was 6 stars, like always. We have Dangerous Breed, which is Preacher and Memphis. In this one, it's about bikers, like they're a biker gang, and Memphis's dad and brother are really mean, and something happened to him, and he runs, and then Preacher calls, Preacher finds his younger brother. Something happens to the younger brother. I'm not going to tell you what. And he has to come home. And they start to fall for each other. And also, you know, he needs to be protected because of what's going on with his family. Like, all these Audley James books has a lot of triggers, so be warned. And then we got Domesticated Beast, however you say it. This one is Javier and Bowie's story, and this one, spoiler alert, just in case you think that trigger warnings are spoilers, so just skip ahead if you think it is, until I put this down, and then you can watch again, or silence it until this goes down. But, okay, so, Bowie gets raped, and the guy that rapes him has, you know, where he's from another country, so diplomatic immunity, whatever that thing is called. So he, of course, can't be arrested, and Javier wants to protect him. And other things, and they start to fall for each other. All 3 of these are very dark. This one, very, 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 yeah, all of them are dark. So be warned. I think this one and the last one are the ones that are the darkest, even though something I will say in this book, another spoiler, so don't listen if you don't want to be spoiled for anything. But Memphis has scars, burns somewhere because of something that happened to him. That's all I'm going to say. So that's very triggering. It's not it's not like shown, but it is mentioned like what happened to him. So yeah. So just be warned. Let's see. And now we are at everything that was. We have four more. These were all on my Kindle. I read Totally Schooled by Nicole Dykes, which I gave 4 stars. I'm trying to remember what this one was about. Like I said, I read so many freaking books. Okay, one of them doesn't want to do casual, and the other wants to just be casual. It's a Mel romance, of course. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say about that one, because I'm trying to make this not super long, and we're already over 20 minutes. But I gave that one 4 stars. The last 3 books were all by Max Walker. Oh my gosh. Oh no, the next 2, not all 3, but the next 2 was by Mac Walker, which is, like I said, like I think one of my new favorite Mel authors. And it's a duology. It's a heist one. It's called The Sunset. No, it's called the Rainbow 7. And they used to know each other back in the day, and something happens. They were involved, something happens, and then something happens again to bring them back into each other's lives. And yeah, that's all I really want to tell you. But of course, there's a heist that they're trying to do. There's another group, I'll tell you, there's another group of people that are really, really bad that want the same thing. And yeah, so both of those were so good. I gave the first one 5 stars, and the other one I gave 6 stars. 3 6 stars this month. I mean, yes, these are the 2 that were for that one. So good. So it was The Sunset Job, which was with the first one, and the Hammerhead Heist, which was the second one. And then the last one I read was Silver and Sage, in the Silver in the City series by A.D. Ellis. I gave that one a 3.75. Fiction. I'm trying to remember what this one was about, because I liked it. I gave it a 3.75, but I didn't love it. So, oh, okay. This is a age gap. And, oh, yeah. This is one I believe that he moves. Yeah, this is the one, I think, where he moves into the apartment with them, I think. And at first he doesn't, he likes them, but you know how that is. Like, he's a lot younger, I shouldn't be with him because of his age, that kind of thing. So, it just wasn't as, as high-hitting as some of the other ones. Like, I think if I were to read this before, some of the other ones that were 5, 6 stars, it probably would have got a higher rating, but since it was, the last book I read, and it wasn't, popping out at me and making me oh my god, this is so good, like the other books did. Unfortunately, it just had a lot to live up to, and it didn't quite get there. But I swear if I would have read it, first, it probably would have been at least a 4.25, but just because of all those other books, it just wasn't quite there. But those were the 20 books I read in January. For this month, I started... Here we go. Another book by Max Walker, Love and Monsters. This one is actually on my TBR. So I thought really quick I'd tell you what I'm planning on reading today. So this one, Noah Has a Stalker, Jake is a friend. I mean, somebody that just like started working with at the same place he works at, and they're starting to like have fill-ins for each other. And there's somebody that is stalking Noah, leaving him like really crazy, like, you know, like things that are gross. Yeah, and it's their love story, but it's also like trying to find out who is after him, and you know, but also like falling for each other. It's so hot already, you guys. Like, look at this already. Like, I love it. So good. These two are off the chart chemistry. Like, they're smoking together. So this one I'm going to be reading for sure. I'll probably be done with it today. And I might be starting Kindred, how do you say it? By Octavia E. Butler. I already started like changing my TBR a lot. I have still books that I really want to read. When I sent you that, when I did my tentative TBR for this month, there are still books on that from that tentative TBR that I still want to read. But there's also books that I didn't put on that I want to read that I didn't mention, like Kindred. And I have Indigo. I forgot who the author is. Indigo. Beverly Jenkins, I think. I have that. I would like to read that. I have Rafe Coming by Rebecca Withers. I forget what the author's last name is. But he's a male nanny. Red hair. Oh my gosh. I love guys. I don't know what it is about guys with red hair in books, but I love them. But anyway, so this one or that or the one that's coming today that I just mentioned is going to be my next read. Yeah. Or I might read this and that one just because I might need something like this to break up. I mean, something like, something romantic, like with, something that, that's sweeter, I guess you would say, because this one's going to be very dark. Somebody needs something to, like, help the darkness, to lighten my mood a little bit. So, yeah. But, yeah. So these are the two that I'm going to be reading, and probably Rafe for this week. But that is it. Let me know how you guys did for your TBR. For your last month. Yeah, 20 books. It started out really like a bad month, and I didn't think I was going to read a lot of books, but then I was like, yep, started like going crazy and read 20 books, so yay! So yeah, you guys know the drill. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing, and please hit that bell icon so you'll know whenever a video is up for your viewing pleasure. Again, let me know, like, what was your favorite book in January, least favorite book in January. And until next time, happy readings. Thanks for being awesome. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.